Hi, Terry Smythe here. I wanted to share a little bit about my journey with you so you can understand maybe a little bit better why this is so important, this fundraising that we're doing for the Midwest Melanoma Partnership. January 9th, 2014, my life changed forever. When I was diagnosed with the rarest form of melanoma, which is mucosal, my primary site was rectal, perfectly healthy, never had a problem. They have no idea why anybody gets mucosal melanoma, but it likes your mucosal sites, which is anal, rectal, vaginal, your eyes, your sinuses are a big one, and then of course all your organs also have, mucosal. So it's nasty, and to list the treatments I've been through would probably take me a half an hour because literally since then to right now, the longest break I've ever had was the first 8 weeks that I got off to recover from the initial surgery, which left me with a permanent colostomy. And then I went back and I had tumors everywhere. The surgery was successful. I was cancer-free in that moment, but when I went back to have my PET scan, there it was, and I was set off. And since then, the longest time I've had is 3 weeks in between treatments. So I pretty much live my life in between treatments, and it's a roller coaster. It has not been easy by any means, and it's been taxing. Insurance companies drive you crazy. This calendar year alone, I've had 2 endoscopic microwave procedures. I've had 2 rounds of radiation. I've had chemo. I've been on 2 clinical trials, which I failed. I've had immunotherapy. I've had 3 hospitalizations. It's just been crazy, and I've had 3 surgeries. And believe it or not, the thing that seems to be working is due to research. The fact that my tumors in the lab were responding to an old drug called rapamycin, which basically back in the 70s was given to organ donors. And it has immunosuppressant qualities, and for whatever reason, my tumors don't like it. So my scans 5 weeks ago now showed a 50% reduction in my tumors just after 4 weeks of being on this drug in combination with Yervoy and Opdivo. And so we're continuing this. I will have another scan just before the Meters for Melanoma on April 26th. And hopefully there we will see that I am having continued success with killing my tumors. It's just not easy to be a cancer patient with melanoma. Everybody thinks about cutaneous melanoma, which is your skin. And that's very serious. It is not to be taken lightly. So staying out of the sun during prime hours, wearing sunscreen, hats, protective clothing is very important. One, blistering sunburn on a baby is a precursor to melanoma as an adult. And it's just a killer. And the treatments are tough. It's hard. There's no guarantees. If you catch it late, it's usually deadly, unfortunately. I was very lucky that at least I caught mine early, and I was really fit when I was diagnosed. So the journey has been full of silver linings for me. I am a very lucky cancer patient in that I've had incredible care. My support system is amazing. My family, my friends, the rowing community, has just been outstanding in supporting me through this journey that is not over by any means. I'm not NED, no evidence of disease. I'm not really close to that. I'm hopeful, but I'm currently leading a pretty good quality of life, and I've fought for that in between every treatment. I didn't think I was going to be around a year later after my initial surgery, and since then I've had 3 Christmases, and I've seen my 2 grandchildren, my 2 beautiful granddaughters born, and I'm enjoying them as much as I possibly can, and I continue to work, which I love, teaching rowing and working with my peeps here in my private studio in my home. So it's important what we're doing, raising this money to help support research, because a cure is only going to come by funding research and spreading awareness is equally important. Pay attention to your moles, get your skin checks. And again, I can't say enough about, do wear the sunscreen, wear protective clothing, stay out of the major, sun hours between 10 and 3. Keep your kids safe. It's just, the sun is brutal. It's not what it was back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s anymore. I mean, it's very dangerous. So I hope that you will support the Meters for Melanoma, which is happening on May 5th and 6th. The website for that event is raceroster.com, enter Meters for Melanoma. You can also contact me through my business at info@youcanrow2.com, and just in the subject put Meters for Melanoma or questions about melanoma, and I will get them, and I certainly will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. So in the meantime, rowing, skiing, bike erging, those are all good things. These Concept 2 pieces are keeping me alive and keeping me connected to my sport that I love dearly of rowing. So join me in this quest to raise money for a really good research project that finding a cure for melanoma and helping to support my incredible oncologist, Dr. Svetomir Markovic, at the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota, who literally is brilliant and thinks outside the box and plays chess with this cancer of mine. It's just, he's had to be very creative. There's no standard of care. Everything we're doing, I'm a walking lab rat, so everything that's happening to me, I'm sharing. Because I do believe in helping others and paying it forward. And this is a terrible disease I wouldn't wish on anybody. And if I can help save even just one person, then it's been a great ride. But I certainly hope to save more and help many more, as does Dr. Markovic. So join us, Meters for Melanoma. Hope to see you there rowing, and hope to see you on the team or individual rosters for the event. Thanks for listening. Stay out of the sun.